Guys, this is Toy Hunter Tony here with episode 13 of this week's Behind the Hunt podcast of our collectible industry. You know, comic books, action figures, cards, trading cards, sports cards. Hey, we got our new lights. Look at that. It looks like an old timey movie theater. Don't know quite how to hide that. And if I turn the camera too close that way, we get blinded. I'm working on a separate lighting system for our podcast because it's dark and dingy in here. But it turned out pretty good. There were no bad angles for comic books, and there was no bad angles for this beautiful high definition. I haven't shaved. I still got my hair. I went into a store the other day with my glasses, and my hair was sticking out like this, and I was like, oh, dang. I think I need a haircut. But you guys didn't come here to talk about my grooming issues. Although if you're watching me on an 80-inch screen TV, I apologize. You should just step back and don't get so close. But yeah, I'm excited. Nick's in the house. How you doing, baby? We've got quite a few videos lined up. We've got some stuff processed. And we didn't quite know how to handle these blind openings. So we'll get right into it. Before we get into our unearthing, that's not it. We had a couple conversations that came up. So there is something called zero sum, and it in reference to pricing for comic books. And if you don't know about the zero sum game, that's where somebody wins 100% and somebody loses 100%. And it seems that pricing has gotten that way for our hobby. So everybody's a buyer, everybody's a seller, everybody's a wheeler and dealer. Hell, I've been doing this for, geez Louise, I can't even go backwards, 46 years, since I was 14 at a flea market, Wagon Wheel Flea Market down in Florida, North Carolina, down in Pinellas Park, Florida. There you go. I said that. But I started then, and then I got to learn my trade from Jeppy. Hey, Jeppy, how are you doing? He opened up a store there in Largo, Florida, Clearwater, Florida area. That was his first anchor store down in Florida. I started Diamond Distributors. So Mike was a manager in Baltimore and came down and opened up that store and taught me a lot, got me hooked on it. And then friends of Emerald City. Hey, Neil, how are you doing? We just loved comic books, and then I moved to North Carolina and opened up my store Vortex. That was awesome. That was back in 91. I was there from 91 to 93, and my mom stayed there till 96. But that was fun. And then you grow families, and you just get older. You don't lose it. But all through these years of dealing with high-end stores, low-end stores, flea markets, what the hell, those consignment shops, you got antique malls, and everybody thinks they have gold, and everybody says everything is worth crap. So who do you believe? Who do you turn to? Where do you get your pricing? Well, that's a very good question, Tony. There are several online options. You got Cover Price, which is an app on your computer. I don't think they have it for your phone necessarily, but you can get it on your PC. And then you got Key Collector. That's definitely on your phone. Go Collect. That's online. And my comic shop. That used to be Lone Star Comics. That was a long time ago, but it's now called mycomicshop.com, and full line, all kinds of books and pricing, different grades. A lot of people think, they're too high, but I find them very helpful and right on when you're looking for true values to your books. And then you got your lovely Mile High Comics, and then they say that's Mile High pricing. But you know what? That's one of the largest collections in the world. He's put a lot of time and effort into it, and some of the pricing is there. If you want it, you have to pay for it. That's usually how that works. He's at the high end, but I have ordered from him before because sometimes it's the only place I can find stuff. And then you got other online stores that you can go check out. But really, eBay. You go to eBay, and what's funny is nobody likes eBay. You gotta price average sales, and then you got, what is it? Sold listings, not asking price. But if eBay's all over the place. We'll get into that too. And then last but not least, there is Overstreet Price Guide. They do have an app. And then some of the pricing here. I gotta put my glasses on so I don't blind you here. But like $2.95 to $6.95 a month, or $60 a year for cover price, right? And then Key Collector's $20 a year, and then Go Collect is $90 a year. My comic shop, that's free. Mile High, you just go check them out, milehigh.comics, and then Overstreet is $0 to $9 a month. So you're spending $50, $60 a month, $12 a month, and you usually buy one or two. Some of these companies deal just with graded books. Some people deal with just raw books, and then you got to factor in getting them clean, getting them pressed. You can do it yourself. It's a freaking nightmare. You can buy presses. It takes 12 hours to do a side. I mean, it's just, this industry is crazy. But CGC, CBCS, they offer their own cleaning, and you can get them graded. And then there's people who swear they never want to get anything graded. I jumped that shark. I ended up grading books, but for the longest time, I never wanted to, I thought it was like putting them in prison, and encapsulating them, never to be touched or read again. But comic books are sentimental. It's comfort food. Everybody who buys and reads comic books, they remember what it was like when they were younger, and it makes you feel good. So that's why we do this. But then when you go with graded, that keeps some of the haggling out of the marketplace, because you know what they're going for, what the value is, and you don't have to argue on grade. The CGC's had some issues here lately. That's not what this is about. I'm not getting into any of that. But I love CBCS and CGC. I've used them both, and I still buy both their slabbed content. But I forgot what we were talking about, Nick. Oh, zero-sum pricing. So if you haven't heard that yet, so let's just say Comic A. So if I go to cover price, they say, oh, this comic book here is worth $50. All right, cool. That's not bad. Between 38 and 58. So they got lows and highs depending on the grade, right? And if you go over to Key Collector, they go mostly. Excuse me. I just hit a high note with my voice, but they'll go through. They like to use eBay pricing, so they'll click on a link and it'll send it there. They don't really update their pricing that much. They do have categories, and the books change. I use Key Collector. It gives you alerts. It's the least expensive out of all the online stuff. I do use it, and I do look at it daily, but it's stagnant for me. I don't care about 1950s books. I don't care about early 60 books. I don't care about $20,000 comic books. I am not in that league. So for them to show me $20,000 comic books or $14,000 comic books, it doesn't do me any good to see pictures of books that Heritage auction. That's outside of mine. So Key Collector, a lot of people get it and then they drop it, honestly. And then what the hell? There's a big argument going on with Comic Tom. If you don't know Comic Tom, he always runs a show. I followed him for a while. I bought books from him, but I never got anything exciting. It was all cool. This is rare, but there's no secondary value. There's no people looking for those books and getting those books or asking for those books. And that was expensive, $35 to $40 a month to get random comic books that you either don't need or don't even know about. So I quit doing that. There's people talking about, I don't even want to get into that, but I say people, but you know damn well there's all these guys on YouTube that have an opinion, and some of these guys, they run claim sales, and it just looks horrible. I tried it. I tried doing live out of the studio. It was a nightmare. So I've switched over to a static form, video form. My episodes are all available for claim. I'm here to sell my wares, but I'm not trying to hype up. Oh, you gotta get this. I got 6,000 of these. This is worth $40. I'm not all about that. If I get something in here and we'll check out pricing. And then Nick and I have always tried to get that sweet spot between 70 between 70% to 100%, right? So 100 is max and 70 is at the low end for us. We're not trying to flip things. We're not trying to sell things at 25%. We're not buying things from people at a low value. And it's a nightmare when you try to take your $100, I was showing this, your $100 comic book to your comic book store, and they'll give you $25, $30 for it. And then if it's really hot and they can move it faster, they may give you $50, $60 for it. But then you get to the lesser known stuff, they have to process it, they have to bag and board it, they have to, it's a nightmare when somebody goes, I have 200 long boxes, and you take it to a friend and a shop that you helped open up a comic book store and do remodeling and help build an empire. I'm modest. I'm very modest. But then I needed a favor and I needed to sell my collection, and I got $10 a long box. $10 a long box. And that was heartbreaking. It's weird if you don't have a value of business associates or friends, you just get taken advantage of, and that hurt me. So I sold my collection for $10 a box, 200 long boxes. I needed to pay a mortgage payment to keep my ballooning mortgage. It was weird. It was one of those things that everybody was signing into, and you went from a 4%, 6%, and it ballooned up to 18.95% on a loan, and our monthly payment just went poof, and we were going to lose the house. And that was the only equity I could have at the time. So it was at the right place, right time, saved my house. I'm a little bit bitter from losing all those comic books that I had since I was a young man. But I've been buying and selling for a long time, and just, you could tell I let that go. It's not bothering me at all. It's a freaking nightmare. But I buy stuff. I get stuff. Our local comic stores, they go anywhere from 10 to 20% off. Sometimes they'll include a bag and board when you sell those books. Some people charge for them. But some stores have a blanketed 10% off. They have a point system. The old days of getting stuff 35, 40% off is gone with comic books. I mean, shit, that stuff's $4 to $10 a comic now. And then there's multiple covers of each comic. So the margins for stores are tight. So then the only big margins they can make up are back issues. And you got different stores and different things here in town, and they all have their own philosophy. And I have a relationship to where I can go, hey, this is you're asking this, would you be interested in this? And then if it sits there long enough, they go, yeah, I don't want it sitting here anymore. Hey, I'll take you up on your offer. And I'm not like 60% off or anything like that. I don't ever do that. But sometimes you ask for 25, 30% off, and they take care of me. So that's my cushion rate. So then I offer the same type of thing when we do our claim sales. Now, new stuff we don't. Some of the stuff, Nikki's like, we don't make any money, but it's I forgot what did you say? It's the cost losing something to get you in the door or something. It's a Walmart thing. They do it on purpose. It's a cost loss thing. What the hell am I talking about? But anyways, so they bring you in, you buy the new books every week, and then you go to the back issues, and then you spend more money on back issues, filling a hole, and then they're higher priced, statues or action figures. It's difficult to survive in this industry. But I got sidetracked. We were talking about zero sum. So some sellers want to sell for 100%, no discount, 100%. You want that? I have bought at high rate or the current maximum rate. Hell, I've even paid over that because it's something that I needed or want and haven't found. I've paid 12%, 15% for stuff that people wanted to sell bulk and had no problem selling it bulk. I have bought comic books at 25 cents a piece. And if this holds, what is that? If this holds 250, do the math, at 10 cents a piece, it's $250 a long box. And then if you're talking about 25 cents a piece, hell, that's almost $500 a long box. I have offered my collection unfiltered for 25,000 at 68 long boxes. And they thought about it, and they wanted to do about 1,400 in trade and then rest cash. But that made me sick to my stomach, because the trade, they wanted full value for their trade, not at a discounted value. So I didn't do that. But I guess if I got into a pinch and I had to, I'd but I don't have to now. So those days of having to let something go for $10 a long box, for me, is gone. But I've had college kids come up, and they had 4 or 5 long boxes, and it was like, look, I need $60. And I was like, are you sure? If I go through there and if I find something really good, I'll do kickbacks. And then some guys I've paid more money, and then other times they're like, nah, I'm not worried about it. Don't want to do it anymore. So it's crazy, this industry that we're in, and how it's so up and down. I'm just jaw-jacking now. But Nick and I we were aggravated. So you got YouTube guys. We've interacted with them. We chat. We talk. We watch content. We share content. And somebody was talking about this run of books. The first one, the first 3. The first one's gonna they get lower print runs as they go. So they get lower ordered, right? So by the time you get to 3, 4, and 5, that stuff is harder to get. And if you've got a full collection, 100 issue collection, you can say, well, I'll give you X amount of dollars for the key ones, and then the rest I'm going to bulk them out, 35 cents a piece, or and I'm like, that's crazy. These are $4, $5 comic books. You put them in a bag and board. I'm a curator. I'm a comic book curator. I curate the things that I like, and I keep them organized and clean, and I can go get them. So if somebody came up to me and said, I'm going to give you 35 cents a piece for them because they're not worth the $6 at my comic shop, or the $8 or $9 at Mile High, or whatever the current online store is telling you what they're worth, those are wholesale pricing. If I was to go and sell them at a store, then you can get $4 or $5 a piece for them. If you go to the flea market, you're lucky to get $1, $3 a piece for them. Consignment, they could sell them 50 cents a piece, or they could ask $30 for them. I mean, it really depends on what the hell it is you have, and it's nuts. We need like a Key Collector, right? You look up Key Collector, and they were trying to like say, we want to be the Overstreet of comic book pricing. Well, Overstreet has an online pricing system. They're established. They've been around forever. And Key Collector wants to, bypass them. And they just did a huge upload to where they've got all these comic books that are not keys that you can filter. And it says 1, 3, or 5. Or 1, 2, or 3, depending on what the books are. So everybody's like, oh, that comic book is only worth $1 at the low end and $3 at the high end. Those are placeholders, we call them, right? So they just put a number in there. So if you got 6,000 comic books that are worth 1, 3, and 5, or 1, 2, and 3, they don't quite understand is that when they update the pricing and they get sales data, that they will adjust the pricing. So it's everything's not written in stone. It's not the 12 commandments. It's not the Bible. There is no Bible anymore. Everything is real in the flow now. All right, Nick's telling me to shut the hell up. Are you done? Are you done over there? Yeah, he's prepped episode 239. 239's ready to go. So we'll get done here. I love that Venom Spider-Man shirt. We'll get done with our Behind the Hunt. And we'll go do episode 239 tonight, Nick. There it is. You've heard it here first. So you didn't come hear me to rant, but that was pricing. And then, oh yeah, look at this. Blinded. So if you did not know, these are miniature Super 7. These are Godzilla Shogun Warriors. These were huge figures. I got a couple up there. I keep saying I'm going to bring them down. we are going to redo that rack. We are going to do that. We're going to do that, I think, the third week of February, maybe. I think February or March. We are going to do that rack in that back corner, and we're going to get the toys off the floor. I've got some Shogun Warriors up there. I can't wait. I miss them. But these are miniature versions of Godzilla, and these are called blind draws. So the choices, not choices, the options are here on the side. You got, what is that called? You got the X-ray glitter. That's that light color green. I just ripped my hair out, and it's not on my glasses. I don't have a lot of hair to rip out. But the glitter, the light glitter Godzilla, that one's going between $25 and $30. Then you got the Shadow Godzilla. That's the black one up there in the corner. That was going between $30 and $40. And then that gold amber glitter is going between $40 and $50. Godzilla Classic, the green one, the regular green one right there. That one's going between $25 and $30. And then there's a mystery one. And I've seen online, and it's weird. It's gray. So I've even seen the 5 of these in a set for like $150. That's awesome. So that puts them, you know, a little over $25 a piece, $25, $30 a piece if you buy them all. They're taped, so the only way I can get into them is just by slicing the tape across the top. I'm going to save the boxing. I don't want to destroy the boxing, but I don't know quite how I'm going to display it, but we're just going to cut that tape. And then I think it's glued too. Damn. So what good is it to have it taped? Guess they don't want them stealing it. Weird. Well, that's too bad. I was trying to save the packaging. That sucks. All right, let's see what's in here. Sorry. Oh, shoot. It's definitely a mystery box. All right, cool. Let's see. Get some scissors. Cut the Godzilla. Drum roll, please. Nikki's like, I spent too long talking about comic book pricing. And then he said I didn't make a point at all or any counterpoints. And I'm like, yeah, that's my point. All right, you ready? Oh, cool. Look at that. That's the one. That's the big one to get right there. That is the glitter. And if you did not know, it's got that little thing in the back, and you push it out to make the tongue come out. But the old one, you push it down the lever, and his tongue went out. But I almost broke it. That's awesome. Well, cool. That's the expensive one to get, Nick. You want me to stop right there? So this is cool. So if you see these cases, these are Shogun series. There's 3 3/4 action figures, and the case opens up, and then the side cardboard pulls out, and they hold nine figures. Now I got 6. I think I've got one in the past. This is weird. I'm really kind of disappointed in this. So it's taped at the top. It's taped, but then it's glued. So I don't know how to get. So what are we gonna do here? Nikki's like, don't forget to keep talking. I'm destroying the box, Nick. Have you ever watched an old man struggle getting into his medicine, let alone an action figure? Holy crap, dude. I can't even, I'm going to end up tearing it. All right, so what do? Damn, that's nuts. All right, so I'm going to cut it. I'm going to treat it like I would on my, there we go. My son is mocking me. He's like, you want me to open that up for you? Shut up, Nikki. Let's see what this is. Mystery package. Godzilla Shogun Warriors. Ah, cool. So this one is the light green one. Glitter. This is considered the cheapest of them all. But you know what? That's actually pretty cool. All right, we're going to go. I mean, what are the odds? Are we gonna get a whole set in here? I'm gonna try to open it up. I'm just gonna cut it. There's no way to save packaging. Sorry, Simpsons noise. There are other packaging, like there's an orange one that was at Target. Now I did find this on the NECA stand where they have pops in the back wall at Target. That's where I found these. I've seen them. Oh, cool. So this is the regular Godzilla. Look at that. That's the same color as the big one. That's awesome. Yeah, we didn't go see the black and white one. We ended up going, oh, I know what it was. We ended up going to a regional team for the high school, the Falcons. That was the first time in 3 years that they've made, that qualified for the team regionals. As a matter of fact, the last time they were qualified was when Max was a senior. And then we got to go. I know Jackie didn't get to wrestle this year, recovering from stomach injury, and what dealt with his my goodness from the previous year. So he's getting in shape. He's getting ready to play lacrosse. It's my youngest, anyways. But we went to support the team. They faced Hickory Ridge, and it was a match. But we didn't get to advance to the next round. What is this? Oh, haha. That's a weird sound. So this is the dark one. This is they call this the shadow one, the black Godzilla. That is beautiful. Well, that's it. So I have all four. So I am missing the mystery. So this is the way they were in the package. So I have a chance to get a gray one and one of these two. So I'm going to go with this one and leave this one in the package. So if this is gray, I'll have a complete set. The fact that I got four without any duplicates is pretty damn good. So I'm going to go ahead and just cut this. Nikki's like saying, I don't have time to do the other stuff. I don't know. Maybe we won't. Maybe I'll just edit it out. Come on. Be the light gray one. Be the light gray one. All right, I'm going to close my eyes. All right, you tell me what this is. Is this the light gray one? Oh, no, it's the regular green one. That's not bad. So if I was to get a duplicate, I would want the amber one or the black one. But that's cool. It reminds me of the original Godzilla. So I got two of the green ones. Those go between $25 and $30. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and open up the last one. That's what you get when you're trying to get a set. Cool. All right. That's the fifth one, or sixth one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is number 6. Hopefully it's gray. All right, I'm not going to look. Shit. It's not the gray one. All right, so it's not the mystery figure. Oh, cool. Head's turn. All right, not bad. So out of the expensive ones, I got two between 25 and 30, 25 and 30, 40 to 50, and 30 to 40. Not bad. All right, cool. Nick, I'm gonna run out of time. I don't have time to do all my other unboxings. I didn't know. I got started talking too long. Want to do one more? I'll tell you what I'll do is we'll do the minifigures from Lego, and then I'm just gonna throw these bags away. Nobody's gonna want a bag. Keep the boxes though. Yeah, I was really gonna just. I really wanted to cut the tape and then fold these flat, but that's too bad. All right, let's get the Godzillas out of the way. That's cool. I'm going to buy more. You know what? Nikki's just told me, he's like, you should just go buy the gray one from eBay. Save you the headache, but it was fun opening it. All right, so we're running out of time from our episode, so we're going to skip the packs, but we're going to go ahead and we're going to do the Lego. Lego pack, and we will open it up. So, did you know that these things open up that easy, Nick? Holy crap. What is it? Oh, it's She-Hulk. You want to know how come I can tell it's She-Hulk? How many other purple and green, look, it even got hair. Oh, that's awesome. All right, I'm going to sit that down. I like this. I like these chase figures. I had a pricing sheet for the last time I opened them up. I have no idea what She-Hulk's going for, but I can't imagine it going less than $10. How do I do this? Jeez Louise, man, everything is, I'm going to cut myself. It's so dark in here. There we go. Let's see real quick. So our choices, or our options, was Agatha Harkness, Moon Knight, 2 versions, Mr. Knight, Werewolf by Night. There it is, right there. Lawyer. We got Hawkeye already. And then you got, what is that one? That's Kate Bishop, Hawkeye. Stature, and Ant-Man. Iron Man. Is that Iron Man? No, that's the woman. That's the woman from The Collector. I can't remember her name. Do you remember her name? She was awesome. The Grandmaster. But I can't remember the Beast's name. Storm and Wolverine. Not bad. So let's gonna put this together real quick. We didn't quite know what we were doing at the time, but the arms, the bodies don't have a head. That'll go together real quick. Nice. I like these figures. You guys love Lego stuff? Sorry, putting it together. And then their hair will pop in place. Oh, might be helpful if I made her face go out. I like She-Hulk. I thought it was a pretty good show. And then, what is that? What is all this stuff, man? I have no idea. Maybe it's in the instructions. No. Yeah, the papers aren't specific to a specific figure. It just gives me extra things that she can hold on to. So she can hold on to it. She can't even hold on to that. What the hell? So bizarre. Watching a grown man fumble with something off camera. All right, I'm going to stop right there. But it came with these two little... The hell are these? Looks like a phone. Looks like another phone. I don't know. And then a law book. Weird. All right. Cool. And then the last one of the episode. See, this stuff looks like it's already been opened. Or maybe it's the glue. Maybe the glue's just, it came apart. Oh, this one's awesome. So this is the cool one. So I got Wolverine. That's the last one. Nice. The hell is that? Comes with a Sentinel's head. That's trippy. All right, I'm not going to bother opening up the page. Legs, arms, that was easy. Goes together great. The head, Wolverine. That's his mask. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's right. You tuned in to watch a grown man play with toys today. Look at that. Wolverine. I like this one. It even comes with little claws. Nice. And then what the hell is the... I can't see. Oh, there we go. And that's what it looks like with claws. Nice. Take off the helmet and put on... Well, you know what? That could have went smoother. I'm going to just mix them together. I'll look online. I mean, how hard is it to put Lego figures together? Not bad. So those were Series 2 minifigures from Lego. They go anywhere from $8 to $16. I think Wolverine's the big one to get out of that set. And I'm glad I got Wolverine and got She-Hulk. All right, cool. Well, thanks for watching me do some unpackaging. Rant and rave about pricing. We'll do those cards on the next Behind the Hunt. But I got to get out of here. Thanks for hanging out and talking. Nick's tired. He wants to go, so he's telling me to wrap it up. But thanks, you guys, and I'll see you on the next episode of Behind the Hunt. See ya.